But first, I want you to meet the three friends of mine who bring you this part of the show today. Snap, Crackle, and Pop from that famous talking cereal, Kellogg's Rice Krispies.
Snap, Crackle, Pop.
Boom, boom, boom.
We're in Kellogg's Rice Krispies, a real tasty treat. Oh, boy, delicious to eat. Fill a bowl with Rice Krispies, pour milk on the top. You'll hear a snap, crackle, pop.
Yes, kids, snap, crackle, and pop. But we'll be hearing more about them a little later. But now, let me say hello.
Daddy! Gee, Mom was counting on that Jell-O cake for Johnny's Scout meeting tomorrow. Okay, Daddy. It's so easy to make a cake with Betty Crocker cake mix. I'll make her another one. White cake, devil's food, yellow cake.
It's a good thing her mom's modern. I'm Betty Crocker. With my yellow cake mix, all you do is add water and a couple of fresh eggs. The other ingredients are in the package. Same fine things you'd use right in your own home. You'll get a perfect cake just like this, or write General Mills, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they'll send your money back. A high cake, a light cake, a better tasting cake.
And don't think it isn't. That's why Betty Crocker herself says,
I guarantee a perfect cake every time you bake, cake after cake after cake.
You are now looking at a slice of bread being spread with creamy-style Skippy peanut butter, as only Mary Ellen can spread it there. All right, now, as you look at that, don't want you to leave me, because I want to show you something, believe it or not, that a lot of people like even better. Suppose we were to take some fresh roasted peanuts here, and like Mary Ellen has been doing all evening, and putting them in a nut chopper here. Give a couple more little chugs, will you, please? Mm-hmm. You think that'll do it? That's fine. Now you find in there some just tiny little golden nuggets of roasted peanuts, and they are colossal. Now, I want to try something here. Suppose we were to take these, now let me try an experiment, do you mind, honey? And we'd sprinkle them over the creamy-style Skippy. Say, how is that, huh?
Ooh, that looks good.
It does look good. All I did that for was to tell you that you can get that and enjoy it anytime you want. You won't have to go through any chopping process either, because the Skippy people do that for you in chunk style. That's done for you up in the factory. Now, chunk style, you see, has sprinkled all through it very generously through the entire jar those golden little nuggets that you saw there, just about like that. So that's already done for you there. Now, of course, either style, whether it's cream or chunky, if you get Skippy, you are getting the peanut butter that stays fresh right down to the last spoonful in the jar. And so I make it very simple again. I want you to know that this is an honest fact.
If you like peanuts, you'll like Skippy.
Ah, peanuts. Peanuts I have here. But I want to, now before I get to raving about these, I better kind of check with you. Because if you don't like peanuts, I'm sunk as far as you're concerned for about the next 50 seconds. Because you won't be interested in what I have to say, and if you were to go out to the kitchen someplace there, you won't miss anything that'll interest you. However, if you do like peanuts, I think you got something that's interesting. Now this is peanut butter. I mean, it's made from peanuts. Now, the odd thing is, though, we discovered that there are a lot of people who like peanuts who do not like peanut butter. And we found the reason for that, too, because peanut butter, as such, quite often turns stale and rancid and hard to digest. But let me make this very simple. If you like peanuts, you will like Skippy. You see, because you like it, Skippy is the one and only peanut butter that removes the stale makers. That's the chemical substances that make an ordinary peanut butter turn stale, you see. Now, however, the result is that Skippy stays fresh right down to the last spoonful in the jar. Oh, it's great stuff. I really want to tell you that. But I want to make one more point clear, and it sounds funny every time I say it. Skippy does not taste like peanut butter, but it does taste exactly like plump, selected, fresh roasted peanuts. So I end by saying, Whether or not you like peanut butter makes no difference. If you like peanuts, you will like Skippy, and that's a fact.
Hello, I'm Betty Crocker. I guess every family has its own kind of problems, but certainly baking a cake doesn't have to be one of them. You don't have to be an expert when you use my cake mix. Take my newest flavor, honey spice. The men really go for it, and so will your bridge club. A perfect cake. You be the judge, or write General Mills, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and get your money back. Anybody can make a cake like that, even your youngsters. Just add water and 2 of your own fresh eggs. Those fresh eggs keep it moist and tender to the last crumb. Not that you'll ever have any crumbs left over. A Betty Crocker cake mix cake is high, light, better tasting. You know, even your very first cake will be perfect with my Betty Crocker cake mix. As a matter of fact, that's why I can safely say I guarantee a perfect cake every time you bake, cake after cake after cake.
Hi, I'll be right with you. Can't help getting pretty dirty sometimes. Say, while you're here, let me show you something. Car engines get dirty, too. Come over here so you can see. When I dip my hands in this plain water, they get wet, but they don't get clean. And the water doesn't get dirty either. Now, watch what happens when I add detergent cleanser. You see, hands get clean, water gets dirty. Now the question is, what shall I do with the water? It's perfectly good, only it's dirty. Shall I keep it and use it again and again, or shall I drain it away? Sure, you say, drain it away. And that's right. You just don't use dirty water over and over again. Now, come with me. I want to show you something else. Motor oil lubricates the engine of your car just like water wets your hands. And you just can't buy better lubrication than this oil. It's Esso Extra motor oil. And this oil has something extra. It has a detergent. It bathes your engine every mile you drive. You can see the dirt and gunk come out of the engine when you drain the oil. That's why it's so important to do 2 things. It's important to use an oil that helps to keep your engine clean. Use Esso Extra motor oil. And it's important to drain away dirty oil every 1,000 miles or so and refill with fresh, clean Esso Extra motor oil that bathes your engine every mile you drive. See your nearby Esso dealer.
All about Sir Lancelot and the dragon. Ho-ho!
Halo, everybody, halo.
Halo Shampoo presents the true story of Sir Lancelot and the Dragon.
Hey, look at yonder maiden.
A lady in distress. To the rescue. Fair lady, your slightest wish is our command. What causes your grief?
Look, my hair.
What evil spell has dulled your tresses?
I know not. I just washed it, too, with this.
With that? Don't you know soaping dulls hair?
Halo glorifies it.
Halo's not a soap or oily cream, so it can't leave a dulling soap film. Made with a patented ingredient, Halo needs no special rinse.
And quickly removes loose dandruff.
Ooh, Halo leaves my hair so soft and shining and wonderfully easy to manage. Why not glorify your hair with wonderful Halo shampoo?
Halo shampoo, halo.
Ho-ho, and kids, that dragon...
Leading television experts, cameramen, soundmen, engineers choose Motorola. Leading television stars like Ruth Hussey, Edward Arnold, and Lorraine Day say,
"See me at my best. See me on a Motorola."
Your eye tells why Motorola gives clearer, sharper pictures. For example, only Motorola has Glare Guard, the curved screen that eliminates up to 98% of all reflected glare. You'll find Glare Guard on the beautiful new Motorolas. Stunning consoles, handsome combinations, 18 Fashion Award-winning cabinet styles, like this Motorola Modern in Elsa Maxwell's smartly styled apartment.
On the other hand, you may prefer traditional furniture. You'll find no lovelier television cabinet styles than those created by Motorola. Motorola TV, the only television set to receive the Fashion Academy Award for beauty of cabinet design. For after all, when decorating your home, one of your first considerations must be the style and placing of your television set. Every Motorola, 4-way combination, stunning compact big screen table model, or any one of the handsome television consoles, whichever cabinet you choose will add to the beauty of your home. One of the reasons is Motorola's extreme care in selecting only the finest mahogany or rich-grained limed oak. Another reason, the painstaking finishing process, all done by hand, that gives your Motorola that soft, rich luster. The proof is in the seeing. Your dealer will gladly give you a free home demonstration of Motorola TV. Ask him about the truly generous trade-ins for your old set or even your old radio. And the terms are easy. 65 weeks to pay the balance after a small down payment.
Yes, for years of outstanding performance and beauty, your eye tells why leading television stars like Lorraine Day say,
See me at my best. See me on a Motorola.
Motorola TV. Motorola TV.